teens, welcome back to Teen Storytime to celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islanders Month. I'm Alex, a librarian from Heroes Regional Park Library, and today I want to read to you this book, American Born Chinese. This book is written by Luen Young. This book is very appealing to me because I am Asian American. When I was 9 years old, my parents bought me a book, and the book name was Sun Wukong, the King of Monkeys. And when I open this book, I see this picture. This is a Monkey King, my favorite character. The book actually dedicated to Ma for her stories of the Monkey King, and Ba for his stories of Ah Tong, the Taiwanese village boy. One bright and starry night, the gods, the goddesses, and demons and the spirits gathered in heaven for a dinner party. This is the all. Your peaches are looking especially plump today, my dear. Tehe, oh, stop it, Lao Tzu. I don't mean to boast, but that thunderstorm I put together last night impressed even myself. The music and the scent of the vine drifted down, down, down to Flower Fruit Mountain, where flowers bloomed year-round and fruits hung heavily with nectar, and monkeys frolicked under the watchful eye of the magical Monkey King. Now the Monkey King was a deity in his own right, and now we will start to read that legend. Legend had it that long ago, long before almost any monkey could remember, the Monkey King was born of a rock. When his eyes first opened, they flashed rays of light deep into the sky. All of heaven took notice. What the... Soon after, he perched Flower Fruit Mountain of the tiger spirit that had haunted it for centuries. He established his kingdom, and monkeys from the four corners of the world flocked to him. You look at the pictures. The pictures in this comic book actually tells you the story too. What happened? The Monkey King ruled with a firm but gentle hand. Play nice, bonk! This is what he does, and when some other monkey tries to steal banana from another monkey, he spent his days studying the art of Kung Fu. He quickly mastered thousands of minor disciplines as well as the four major heavenly disciplines, prerequisites to immortality. Yes, was his main feature. He didn't want to be just Monkey King. He wanted to be immortal like gods in heaven. Discipline 1, feast like lightning, crack. Discipline 2, thunderous foot, boom. Discipline 3, heavenly senses. And he could sense a dinner party, and Monkey King loved dinner parties so much. My dear subjects, I must take leave of you tonight, for there is a very important party I must attend. All monkeys could understand him, and now he performed his fourth Kung Fu discipline. And it's a secret one. This is a secret sign here that I even can't pronounce. And when he pronounced that, discipline 4, cloud as teeth, he jumped on the beautiful cloud and he flies to the party. But when he arrives, what he sees? A long, long line. The Monkey King waited in line for what seemed like an eternity. He fidgeted this way and that. Monkey just aren't very good at waiting, but forced himself to stay in line. All the while he thought about how much he liked dinner parties. By the time the Monkey King arrived at the front gate, he was beside himself with anticipation, announcing the arrival of our June, the Dragon King of the Western Sea. Pardon me, sir, but might you step this way for a moment? And his turn came. Oh, Monkey King, surprised. I'm sorry. You may announce that I am the Monkey King of Flower Fruit Mountain. Yes, I apologize profusely, sir, but I cannot let you in. What goes on here? You haven't any shoes. But there must be some mistake. I am the sovereign ruler of Flower Fruit Mountain, where the flowers bloom year-round, and the fruit hangs heavily with nectar. Thousands of subjects pledge loyalty to me. Good for you, sir. Good for you. Now, if you will kindly step aside. I don't understand. I do. I am a deity. I am committed disciple of the arts of Kung Fu, and I have mastered the 4 major heavenly disciplines, prerequisites to mortality. That's wonderful, sir. Absolutely wonderful. Now, please, sir, I demand to be let into this dinner party. Look, you may be a king, you may even be a deity, but you are still a monkey. Have a good evening, sir. And everybody laughed at him. The Monkey King was thoroughly embarrassed. He was so embarrassed, in fact, that he almost left without saying a word. But he still was a deity. On the second thought, he decided that perhaps saying one word would make him feel better. Die! He was a god. The Monkey King couldn't stop shaking as he descended on Flower Fruit Mountain. When he entered his royal chamber, the thick smell of monkey fur greeted him. He'd never noticed it before. He stayed away the rest of the night, thinking of ways to get rid of it. And now the second chapter tells us about the boy Jin. Jin is sitting and crying here. My mother once told me an old Chinese parable. Long ago, a mother and her young son lived near a marketplace. Every day when the son played, he pretended to buy and sell sticks he found on the street, haggling over price with his friends. The mother decided to move. They settled into a house next to a cemetery. Now, when the son played, he burned incense sticks and sang songs to dead ancestors. The mother decided to move again. She found a home across the road from a university. The son now spent all his free time reading books about mathematics, science, and history. The mother and her son stayed there for a long, long time. She finished the story as we pulled up to our new house. My parents arrived in America at the same airport within a week of each other. Ironically, they didn't meet until a year and a half later in the library of San Francisco State University. They were both graduate students. For tuition money, my mother worked at a cannery. My father sold wigs door to door while they were students. Eventually, my father became an engineer and my mother a librarian. Just before I was born, they moved into an apartment near San Francisco Chinatown. We stayed there for 9 years. There was a group of boys around my age. They lived in the same complex. They came over on Saturdays morning to watch cartoons. Our apartment, being on the top floor, had the best receptions. No, Megatron, don't do it! Afterward, we would stage epic battles that left out all smell like speed. Chuck, chuck, choo, choo, oof, oof, shh. Every Sunday, Mother used to visit the Chinese herbalist just around the corner for her allergies. She would always take me along. Sometimes the appointment lasted for what seems like hours. I would sit in the front room listening to the herbalist's wife calculate bills on her abacus. Click, click, click. One Sunday when business was especially slow and I was especially bored, the herbalist's wife asked, "So, little friend, what do you plan to become when grow up?" "Well, I want to be a transformer." "Oh, transformer?" "Yeah, a robot in disguise, like this one." And he showed his toys. He changed into a truck. See? More than meets the eye. "So, you want to be a transformer?" "Yeah, but Mama says it's silly. Little boys don't grow up to be transformers." "Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. I am going to let you in on a secret, little friend. It's easy to become anything you wish, so as long as you're willing to forfeit your soul." And the boy was puzzled. And there is a noise. Click, clack, click, clack. She went back to her business. And we flip the page and we can see that boy from San Francisco, when they move into the new house to another neighborhood, he is in the elementary school classroom. On the morning after we arrived, with the scent of our old home still lingering in my clothes, I was sent off to Mrs. Greer's third grade at Mayflower Elementary School. Class, I'd like us all to give a warm Mayflower Elementary welcome to your new friend and classmate, Jing Zheng. Jing Wang! Jing Wang! Oh, sorry, Jing Wang. He and his family recently moved to our neighborhood all the way from China. San Francisco! San Francisco! Oh, yeah, San Francisco. You can see the another student just raising hands. Yes, Timmy. My mama says Chinese people eat dogs. Now be nice, Timmy. I'm sure Jin doesn't do that. In fact, Jin's family probably stopped that sort of thing as soon as they came to the United States. The only other Asian in my class was Susie Nakamura. When the class finally figured out that we weren't related, rumors began to circulate that Susie and I were arranged to be married on her 13th birthday. We avoided each other as much as possible. And we can flip the page and you can continue to read this book and to see what a person experienced, to understand the feeling that chased this boy. This is a great book, and I like this book because it's comic book. Actually, it was nominated for the best comic book in 2007, and it's still considering one of the best comic books because pictures tells you story too, like additional story and all those wonderful and fascinating legends. And it didn't tell you directly what is right or wrong. You just have to make your own choices and figure out how you can change that world. I just encourage you, check out this book by Luen Young, American Born Chinese. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the library. Bye bye.